Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for a brand new round of Vicky 2's America. Look at this! I'm playing the United States. Okay, I know. I didn't start it at the beginning. I have my reasons why though. Number one, I tried doing it a couple times. Every time I did this, Mexico and Britain became buddies with Mexico and they come in and kick my ass. Um, I kind of don't want to deal with that no more, so I kind of was like, screw it. I had this game I was playing off screen that you guys haven't seen. Um, where I pretty much just played the game, and this is it. This was my first step to hegemony. So I actually was able to go to war with Mexico and didn't have anything to worry about. I already killed them. Everything's already done. I just got to secure all the territory. Yeah, I really played this hard. I basically I woke up too early. Um, Last night couldn't go back to sleep. I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, I should probably just play some Vicky. I literally just started playing. I pretty much have everything done. I just gotta get. I have all the states beside California. You can't get California in this. At least not the way I do it. It's very difficult. And by difficult, I mean you can't get it because of the war score difference. It won't let you get it all. And like I said, I got sick of having to deal with freaking Britain all the time doing this crap. So I said screw it, because in this game, the Spaniards and them are in a duke, and because they're duking it with each other and Spain keeps like kicking them out, I don't have to do anything. So all they do is they keep kicking them out of Mexico. So I literally can just come in here and just keep retaking it every time, which was pretty nice. So because the last few games I've tried, it's just like nobody does anything, and Britain just joins the war. um, the only thing I did run into an issue with in this playthrough was pretty much nothing. I actually built a very massive military. The industry was popping off. Uh, I think the only thing, and it was the only thing that was an issue, was actually I don't think there's any issues. All right, wait a minute. You're at 2. That might be almost at 3. That's Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts could be bad. Bad AI. Okay, you guys are actually gonna head here, head to San Antonio, and you'll be ready to cross. What was I doing in this originally? State and government. Oh yeah, now I remember. I actually really focused on or not my industry, but my navy in this. Focusing navy was actually really freaking nice. Um, Trinket pensions are allowed. Oh wait a minute, did this already happen? Oh. I mean, I'm fine with trinket pensions. That's good for me. I actually did this originally, and I had the one thing pop up where you either can accept acceptable pensions or an acceptable minimum wage. And I chose the minimum wage because I was like, this is probably the least likely to cause me issues in the future. So I said, screw it, this is the one I want. Alright, I'm going in. I'm killing that army. I know my troops can win. Oh god, I had it on speed 5. Jesus Christ. Alright, go retake Texas. And then what we'll do is we'll fight another war and we'll secure the rest of it. And then we'll get California, and then we're pretty much set to go. As I said before, it really wasn't that bad of a game since Spain and Britain were like contesting each other over here. And then there was enough time between this peace treaty and the last one where I didn't have to really worry about much. You guys are going to head down south, blockade down. Although it did take me a while to get into the Civil War. It took me till 1862. And I reached the point where I got sick of dealing with it, so I just put it on speed 5 and just flew. So I'm assuming I'm going to have something probably very similar to that. Are they willing to accept peace if I just remove, like, let's say Nevada? They are. That's 49. Okay, they're really close to accepting. I think if we take the rest of California and hit a little bit more down here in Mexico, I think they'll accept peace. Okay, I just secured the last piece. Oh, they're not. I got rid of this. Not at the 5. Not at the 11. What about the 15ers? So they're around 60 points. Somewhere near 60 points. That's not bad. Okay. Georgia. We at 11 yet? Nope. Keep sieging. And I ain't gonna separate them in the onesies because I know how bad that ends up being at the time. Head here, kill that army. Can't really call it an army. Call it a meme. Run, you little bastards. Okay, they won't accept up to the 11, but not the 5 yet. We're getting there. Oh, is this the one where I made Idaho? Okay, no. What about Colorado? No, okay. I didn't know if I saved this yet or not, where I made Idaho a state and I made it slave. That was funny. Finally, bastards. Okay. Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico. Good. Okay, go ahead and kill those off. You guys are gonna head to El Paso. You guys are here. Gonna get rid of that. Do we have a place where we marked anything down? No, we did not. Good enough for me. Okay, railroads need to be built up. So we'll build the railroads. Railroads are built. Railroads are built. Alrighty. Trail Tias. Mind if I do? Go ahead, up the factories back up. Pay for any upgrades. What are we missing here? Let's say 2 infantry. What's the other army at? Still coming. State government. I don't think we have a chance of getting nationalism yet. Go for Positivism. Get out of New England. Where's my points at? Oh, they're getting there. Not too bad. Now, is Mexico having a net issue between Spain and Britain still? Doesn't look like it. That's problematic. That's very problematic. Until 1851. Guess we'll see what it looks like in a couple years. Force the armies down here. I'm gonna go for 18s. It's usually not that bad for me. Play ball. Excellent. Okay, make me an infantry and a cav. And you guys will just miss that cav. This. Montana, Idaho, North and South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, York, England, Peril my border provinces. Cordial. Oh, maybe that's what it kept getting wasted on. They keep going up and they keep messing with the Spaniards. That might be what they did. These two might have just kept doing this to each other until the point where I could just kill everything and then didn't have to care. Okay, that's even funnier. Okay, you guys are missing small arms and a little bit of small arms. Yep, that's about it. It's not bad. How's factories looking at this point? I don't care about that. Got the state of North Dakota. Let's go ahead and upgrade it. Indiana and Alabama. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and invest in these bad boys. Spend all the money in the world. I want more factories. Washington. I do that just for Seattle. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do it to Oregon. That way I can enjoy the meme. Wow, it's a lot of factories. Oh yes, 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 yes. I invest all my money in this. I love steamer shipyards. They're freaking beautiful. Keep investing. Keep investing. Keep her going. Keep her going. I just want more factories. The more I have, the happier I am. Beautiful. I don't know where my taxes at right now. They're at full. Oof. Okay, we're gonna cut the riches down by 80%. The middle class and the poor will get cut down to 5%. I think that's pretty fair. By the way, the rich can invest all their money into the economy. I'm not gonna lie, I know some people probably don't like the fact that I'm doing that, but it's just how my economy always works. It never stagnates when I do it like this. And besides, you need your rich people. They have to invest. This is my only way of building this. And if I give them more money, they spend more money into this. Although I can't wait until we take the rest of California, because I actually have a fun idea to do. Oh, I bet I don't have any small arms because I'm building all those stupid forts, aren't I? Yep. Okay, so North Dakota's set. South Dakota's building. Wisconsin's looks like it's building. Michigan, is yours building yet? No, you're missing cement. Yeah, I didn't think that through, did I? Oh, well, no, they actually did get their small arms. I guess they finally caught up. Or the game didn't care and just let them build anyway. Or both. Okay, that gives us functionalism. Education is good. I would say get mechanical production. I want to get some machine parts if it's possible. Okay, those guys are all building. Ah, the military grows stronger. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the only thing I think that started turning me off from wanting to play the United States in this game. It's the fact that Britain always wants to declare war. They got reset. What the hell happened? Like, I always used to start to get those issues. That's what usually made me get frustrated and quit playing the United States. Like, I used to play it all the time, but I don't know if it was like during a hotfix update or something they messed with it. Because, like I said, the state of South Carolina doesn't exist. And I remember it existing before. So, something happened. Oh, that coffee's good. Oh my god. I need more. If anybody's curious what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the state of Oregon Dixie. There's 5% Yankee there right now. But the Dixie people going to own Oregon. It's going to be funny to watch. Or maybe I can make California that. That'd be kind of messed up. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, the state of Utah is a free state. For some reason, Dixie went there. And the Dutch. Why the hell are the Dutch here? Where else they at? Pueblo? Okay, that's natives, so I understand them being there. Clean coal. Oh yeah, I want coal. Where else these bastards at? I'm actually kind of curious on how that works. So if you have immigrants come in from a different country, do they automatically get assimilated into your population as Yankee or Dixie? I actually never bothered checking that out. How the hell does that work? Yeah, everybody just becomes that. But does it have a breakdown for that? I'm quite curious. How many Italians are in New York? That's what I thought, bitch ass. I actually hope they are able to actually break that down more when... Oh yeah, you're becoming Dixie. I don't give a damn. The great state of Oregon, known for its slaves. Screw you, Portland. I win. I win. Should have made Texas free. Just be like, yeah, Oregon counts. Oh yeah, when does this treaty end, by the way? Truce lasts until 25th of April, 1851. And to make the assumption... Oh, I love prestige. Nobody is being friendly with them besides the British, but by the time they're done, I don't think it'll be there. How many years is that? Well, it's not going up by that much. We want full citizenship right now because eventually when the Whigs and the Free Soil Party is removed, we're going to go Republican, so... Why are you anti-military, you bastards? I hate you. I want to be free. I want to be free. These bastards better not... I don't remember those guys supported that stuff at that time or not. I remember hearing about the Free Soil Party, but I remember they didn't go anywhere because they were a bunch of idiots. I mean, I can't really say they were a bunch of idiots. They had failed economic policies. And political ones. Actually, I don't think any party at this time actually gave a damn about the economy. I mean, I can't say that. Jackson sat there and said he hated the Bank of the United States. I hate the Federal Reserve now. I guess great minds think alike. Actually, I hate the IRS. What am I talking about? Eh. Well, that can expand into them. Okay, so we'll get early railroads, commerce. I wonder if I should go for more commerce or army tech. I probably should start getting muzzle-loaded rifles ready. Well, actually, no. We're nearing 1850. If 1850 hits, you get nationalism and imperialism. I'd probably rather get that, to be honest. We'll go for railroads, though. I want to keep railroads because that's really the only thing I can invest to, really. It's going to be nice to have that. And then I think this will be the army we're going to stick with, these Sixers. Usually these Sixers do pretty good against Mexico. Mexico doesn't usually build too much of a military. We'll go for consciousness because that seems to be the theme right now. We're still at 200 with the British. That's excellent. When does that end again? 25th of April. So we got about another year, 4 months. 1 year, 4 months. Oh my God! I've been having that go again. Okay, Tennessee's needs to switch. Who else? Kentucky. Religious bastards. Who else? Okay, the rest of you are fine. What's our percentage at now? 2.09. I think I'll let these guys clear out, and then I'll start getting ready for republicanism. I'm gonna start letting the Liberal Party gain some popularity. What the hell was that black one? That's slaves? What state is this? Wait, does it say? Is this the general one? Really? At this point in time? Farmers are 45. 67% of the 61% of the population's Yankee, 22 is at Dixie. Other, I'm assuming that goes into the natives, 13.28. It's not bad. Yeah, but I hope when they make Vicky 3, I hope they actually let it to like where, let's say somebody has a what's the word I'm looking for? English, it's my first language. For immigration, instead of just letting them become like straight into like Yankee or something due to migrations. Because, and I hope they correct some of this stuff in terms of the immigration, because I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't know too many people who came from Ottoman Empire and was allowed into the United States of America. Like, I thought most of our, I kept thinking like most of our migrations came from like, I could see Russia and Prussia and maybe Austria. Because I know the beginning, as far as I understood, everybody was like, it was Britain, France, maybe the Dutch and Belgians, and then I thought maybe some of the Scandinavian countries, I think, were like the first wave. And then I think the Germans started coming in more heavily. Like, because it went like Western European, then Central, then Eastern. That's kind of how it went. Unless those ones coming from the Ottomans are actually, what do you call it, minorities, like, the Greeks, they have under their control Bulgarians, Romanians, Bosnians, Kosovo, Serbs, stuff like that. It'd be kind of cool. I'm just kind of curious how they're going to do that. Oklahoma, you're a slave state, I don't care. Yeah, because I kind of want to see where they go with it, because I would really like to see if, anything big comes out of it. Because the immigration, in my opinion, in Vanilla Vicky 2 is really not that interesting. Because it's kind of like, it just builds off itself. To be honest, it's just kind of like, look, immigration, yay! And this is all you deal with the United States with. I hate this part of the game. This is what I got sick of dealing with last time. I had to do that for... you have to do this for 12 freaking years. Unless you trigger the event off to where it goes Civil War. I'm not doing that. That is the most annoying crap in the world to deal with. Alright. Liberia, we're friendlier. Venezuela, I want you at 200. Venezuela, I swear to God, you go socialist. I'll kill you. Brazil, let's go, brother. Fight my shiny metal ass. Here. Spend my economy into them. See who wants to be friends now. Here you go, Brazil. I give you money. Now you be friends. Ooh, Venezuela. Spending all our money in foreign countries while allowing the mainland United States to collapse into anarchy. Now we would. Actually, I'm going to just pause the game because I'm going to get sick of pressing buttons. We'll go for non-secret ballots. PA, that's in. Is West Virginia separated? You have the state of West Virginia separate, but you couldn't separate the state of South Carolina from their Georgia. Paradox got weird priorities. Alright, I want to connect the central bits together, and then we'll head west. South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, get Oregon, Seattle. Wow, I might actually just have enough money to do this. We'll connect the coasts before I do anything else. Do we have just enough? Just enough? Yes, the economy brilliant. Just enough money. Wonder if I should make South Dakota a slave state. It is in the South. I like the meme. Where is Dixie at? I want to see Dixie win. God damn it. They'll spread. They're like a virus. So 25th of April will declare war and they're allied with El Salvador. Actually, I did this before. I was able to get Panama, El Salvador, and then French Antilles and West Indies. And then I kind of sat here. And I think I got St. Pierre? I also secured it. So it ended up working in my favor. I got all the islands. Brazil. There's our opinion there. Did I say yes? California is mine. Give me back my state. Now in the AI, it's probably going to push up into Portland and then leave. There they are. There's the Dixie little bastard. Yeah, get right into Portland, you sons of bitches. Make me laugh. Guns cross the border. In the USA, trade flows to reform on the merchant. I mean, I'm already pretty friendly with the British. I kind of like prestige. I've actually become a fiend for that now, so I get higher in the great power status, because you clearly see I'm ranked #1. Is El Salvador the leader of this? Please say they're not. Okay. Okay, you guys are going to cross over and murder them? It's just 15,000 Mexican soldiers that just stood there and died. God help them. Where are they going to retreat to? Okay, they're going southeast. I know where they're going. Give me them. Back here, you little bastards. There we go. Got the dub. Okay, you guys will do that. Ooh, more prestige, poggers. Okay, how is clergy looking? Indiana, you are done. Okay, we're going to go to remove focus. Valley of the Kings. Will do, will do. So what we'll start doing is state of New York will have liberal. PA will get liberal. Actually, wait a minute, I have a better idea. You're going to go soldier, you're going to go soldier. I'm going to let soldiers grow for a little bit. Because I did this before, and then I was able to make a pretty good sized army with those guys. We'll immediately go for Impressionism, so again, I get more prestige. Actually, push south if you can. Where are they gonna go? Gonna take it like a champ, that's what they're gonna go do. Gone. Bet those are irregulars. Doesn't say, but I know 6,000 people died. Good job, you guys can head north. Oh my god, that coffee's good. 12:03. I actually don't know how long I've been playing this for. I know I've been playing. Really? You're trying to take frickin' Portland again? Hello to the federal officials that have to do the same thing, you dumb bastards. Alright, they might escape. They're gonna head right back here. I think I can beat them out. Got him. Excellent. That's what I want to see. So pretty much Mexico is open, but California is not. Okay, we just secured San Diego. We're going to go to Los Angeles. And then these guys will probably go to Delicias. And then I'm probably going to send them Mariposa and then start heading north. Because I'm going to go after the Mexican army that's stationed up here. Guys are done there. Head here. I mean, the railway network is doing fine so far. But the money spent over here in Oregon is not going to work. Did we at least get the forts up in time? Okay, we did get the forts. Mexico? Texas border? Good. So I actually did get a fair bit of that out. Go ahead and add them to my sphere. And then everybody should just leave them alone. Okay, you guys are going to have launch. Go ahead and have the Mariposa. Did they build that up in Eureka again? God damn it. I was hoping to build that in San Fran or LA or freaking San Diego. Actually, I probably would have been in San Fran or San Diego. I don't get why the AI builds that in Eureka. Oh, I feel better. Alrighty. So those guys are going to be in San Diego. Go ahead and head up to San Fran. Alrighty. As soon as we finish this war with Mexico, we're pretty much going to be at peace for a very long time. Just so everybody kind of gets the idea of what either the end of this episode or going into next episode is going to be like. Because pretty much I have to just get my troops ready for civil war. Like, there's no point in sitting here and lying about it. Like, you pretty much sit here for a while trying to get ready for it. Okay, they're going into San Francisco. Are you freaking crazy, bruh? I mean, I'll kill you if you want. I'll send troops here and just do this. Those guys are going to be heading up there anyway, and the other troops will meet you there. Oh, I remember this. This was funny last time. I don't think I was allied with the Brazilians at the time, but I actually seen it to where they lost the entire Amazons to the freaking Colombians. I don't know how the hell the Colombians did it, but they did it. It was hilarious to watch. Okay, Mexicans are dead. Head west. You guys are going to fight them there one last time. Let's see what they do. Where are you going to move, bitch asses? I assume you're going to go up to Portland. Yeah, you go up to Portland. That's what I thought. How's the south looking? Completely held. Actually, can I call Central the USCA in? Oh my god, no, they die. I mean, guess stay there, secure Portland back. I want the wind of Dixie to be out here. Look at that, look at that little Dixie bastards, they're coming out here. Alrighty, so we got that. We'll go for biology next, get that extra boost. I mean, I kind of like those things, so I'd like to practice this. You identify and talk to people, you know, tell them about the law, peace, clay, you know, or something. I'll red light it. Oh god, that's the first start. Are you willing to accept the peace treaty yet? You sons of bitches. Okay, we gotta hurry this along. Wait a minute. I'm not doing it. I'm no bitch. I'm not doing anything that risks. Crap. Columbia's in this. Oh no, Colombia's a war with Mexico. Brazilians, that's right. Okay, you guys are gonna head there. You guys are gonna head west, secure Eureka. Hopefully that means this will end. Probably, yeah, they're willing to accept white peace. I don't get why they just don't accept the peace treaty. Like, from a player's standpoint, that if I was playing Mexico and this is the point I'm at, I would accept peace. You know why? Because it's the state of California and I've already lost the rest of it. Why am I going to keep fighting America? So I said, Mexico suffers from a lot of issues, and it's kind of hilarious to watch half the time. Okay, where you guys at? 2.28. Who just finished? Alabama. Alright, you guys are going to be taking Alabama's clergy. Okay, we just secured the rest of Oregon. They are still unwilling to accept peace. Alright. We're going south. We're going south. Okay, the Colombians are currently killing the Brazilians in an all-out war. They would actually join this, they would probably kill them. California, free state. Yeah, I was going to say, I hope they do accept this treaty because I was going down there to kill them. Okay, where do we have El Paso as the merge on section? Okay, you guys are going to go there. I want you gentlemen, you're going to head to South Bend. Will not. No. I want Civil War now. I want this Civil War to happen so this just ends. Do that and do that. Alrighty. Brazil, where the hell is your army? What army? Join Venezuela. Kill them all. Completely friendly, give them military access, fully friendly, not fully friendly. Who else are you allied with? You're allied with Chile. Chile. It will boost my influence. Can I build railroads? I can. There we go, that's how we become friends. I build railroads in you, we say hello, we become best friends. Well, actually, if the Venezuelans are joining this, it suddenly gets an interesting fight. I call USCA in too. Okay, so we bring in the USCA, we brought in Venezuela. Suddenly that makes Colombia shrink in size, because now they're going to fight two-front war. You are going to attack them in a jungle, where you suffer from a 2-point increase, and the Venezuelans aren't using freaking irregulars. I like your determination, but I don't see you winning. Clergy in North Carolina are done. Okay, we're gonna aim for Massachusetts. There we go. Okay. Any of you guys Dixie? Okay, first things first, do that. Do that. Any of you Dixie? None of you are. Okay. You guys are gonna form up on Columbus. Any of you Dixie? Okay. What do you guys have? 2 artillery in the Cav. You guys are going to build up. Limited citizenship for now. I'm going to do biology, and immediately we're going to go for muzzle-loaded rifles after this. That way I can build engineers. Where the hell did I put the fleet? Oh, they just been sitting down here doing their thing. Okay, I don't reject that reality. I got to build up the military. I got to get it ready for a war. Chile, best friend. Republicans in power yet? It'll probably be the next election where I'm seeing the Republicans in power. Because that'll probably be when I start influencing the fighting a little bit more. I usually do it really early in terms of getting soldiers because I needed to have around 3-ish armies ready to go up in the north. That's the last time I did this. I had all the southern troops down in the south, and then they immediately came north in their 30k stack. But it was hilarious because the way I build them. You guys are gonna see it. It's gonna make you laugh. You play this game enough, you know how funny it is to mess with the AI because like whatever is considered part of that group, they keep those troops. So it's even funnier when you make their troop composition for them. Columbia, are you willing to accept this? You are not cutting them down to size. So we gain 0 prestige out of this, and the war is over. On the other hand, that would weaken them for a while, and I could secure Panama. I like me a Panama. I think we're just making peace. I don't care about prestige. I want this war to be done. Brazil can't fight any longer. Be honest, that's the main reason why I want it to end, is Brazil cannot keep fighting, and if it keeps fighting, it will die. California, build you up. Forgot about that. Portland, you need... Oregon, I mean, needs the rest. Kansas and the state of Colorado. So let's sit there and look who gets picked first. Got state of Kansas. Should be free state. And state of Colorado, you're going slave state, just because I can make you. Alright, that army's pretty much designed to be done. So the last one I gotta get is South Bend. You have single cav. Good. Didn't build that right. 1, 2, 3, 4 artillery. And most of the troops. Okay. So you guys are good. You guys are good. I need state of California to be up and running. Did you guys get your ports done? You did. Excellent. Excellent. Go ahead and build the rest of those ports up. Put a port up here. New Orleans. Biloxi. Mobile. Tampa. Charleston. I might build this one in Savannah. Wilmington will be able to build this one. Norfolk's done. DC's is not done. Yours is done. Like them to get a little bit more strength. Put yours up. I got that fort there, right? Good. Boston. Lewiston. Good. When that gets those guys set up. USCA, we're still building into them to get them into our fold. Chile, I'm going to just keep improving relations with you. Sheen parts, excellent, excellent. Then when we get muzzle loaded, I can immediately start getting these guys ready for it. Good, 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 good. Go ahead and get the first Yankee engineers in Philly. We'll go for military plants. I think I'm going to go for that second row completely of get it done for the military stuff. That's what I did originally for when I got ready to fight the South, and it actually ended up working for me because we're kind of equal, but because I messed with the unit builds, it ended up screwing with some stuff. Okay, that'll be the last engineer is going to get built. That's pretty good. I'm going to do that. And then get those engineers done, and then I'm going to go ahead and build the South's army so that when this fight begins, it's going to be a meme. Okay, get Chile set up. I hope everybody's okay with, like, I'm hoping my mic doesn't pick up the air conditioner in the background, but I need it on to survive. I will die without it. I don't know what it is. I just cannot live without air conditioning anymore. It's a godsend. The guy who made it deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. Alright, I'm going to build Harrisburg, have those guys. I'm going to give them consciousness. Leave them be. Okay, we're getting pretty close. I'm assuming consciousness is where it's going to peak at. Well, actually, no. We still got time. Until John Brown's last raid gets done, I actually don't have to care about this for a bit. When that happens, that's when I know it's almost getting completed. Lost law. Do that. Chile, add to my sphere. We'll get the USCA. Okay, that's good. And then the next one I'm going to go for is Ecuador, honestly. I did Ecuador last time. I had them, Brazil, and they were like a nice, good partnership. And Venezuela's allied with them, so it should be good. Because I'm planning on only securing up to Central America, if I can, and just control the rest. Okay, I should have enough to build a brand new army. So, those guys are done. I'm not building any more of these. I want liberal, 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 liberal. Actually, no. Why don't you be built up here? Why are you in Virginia? Oh, that might increase the army size of those. Okay, that'll be interesting. Okay. Okay, you guys have your troop. And then down here in Savannah, this. I'm putting all the irregular troops I can down there. I don't want them. If I build into the south and give them all those troops, that they're going to be worthless, and I don't care. Chile, we're best buds now. I'm happy about that. USCA, we're going to be best friends here soon. That'll be nice. Ecuador will be the last one we pick up, and we should be about ready. Yeah, if I see any more Dixie ones pop up, I'm just throwing them down. I'm just going to throw them down in the south. I don't care. I don't want these guys actually having an army. The last time I did this, they actually had like a full army. It's actually surprising me they don't have that much this time. Maybe militancy was higher at that time? Oh, the other thing I'm going to do. And Capullo. I completely forgot about that. I had to turn that down too. Call this the Army of the South. I'd put a different word there, but I'll probably offend somebody. Okay, that's where those guys will be. The last station we'll have troops built in is over in Harrisburg. That's what I did last time. Good, you guys are pretty much set up, ready to go. Can I lower my taxes down to what I have if... Let's say the Republicans get power. Can I lower this down to what they usually get it at? I can. Okay, that works for me. I got it at 50, 50, 20. Yeah, that's about where I need my economy to be at. So that'll keep everybody pretty happy too. But for now, I'm just going to put them back at where I had them. I just wanted to see if my economy could survive. But I also don't have administration on either, so... Because if the Republicans get power, I'm immediately going to see my tax system go all the way down. And the other thing is that I'm going to lower my administration, because if I do, militancy will increase. And if militancy increases, that means there's a higher chance that there'll be a war breaking out down here. Alright. Is that 4th Army or 3rd Army? That's 3rd. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Excellent. Muzzle loaded. Go for strategic mobility. We'll go for 10s across the board. The South will also have troops. Those will be weak though. Those are all your regulars, so I don't care. So I'd have 30, 30, 30. So I have 3 full armies at the start of the Civil War. Alrighty. New York has gone pretty liberal. PA is. Ohio's almost there. Well, the majority is. New England, the South is. The Democrats are still influential in there. Okay, we just returned the HMS Resolute. That'll make the British happier. Are we able to? No, we cannot. You don't like me. You don't like me. Oh, did Germany die? I'm assuming something happened with Prussia because I'm assuming you. Or is it you? Saxony. Saxony needs to hold out. Can I build any more irregulars for the south? I cannot. Well, I'm only going to build 3 armies, so I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm just going to focus on, if I see this increase, looking to see if the south has any more troops they need to be built out on. Alrighty. How much Dixie is out here? Support our boys. The Dixie are in Rapid City. Oh no. It's where the Native Americans are at. Sacagawea. It's Portland looking. I don't even think they're actually building in there. I think the Yankees are still going in and just saying screw it. Is that another one for the South? That is not. Well now. How many projects you boys got? Fertilizer, artillery. Build me up. I probably will end the episode though here soon. Probably next minute or so. I just kind of want to see what else I can build into. That's good. That's good. Steel? Pog? Give me steel. Louisiana steel. Yes. Okay, you guys are done. I want to get this level 2 stuff done for that. Yeah, the army of the South's gonna die, that's all I know. I thought that was gonna say Ulysses S. Grant. It says Ulysses Payne, okay. Okay. I thought that was gonna be problematic. Well, the question is when is the Civil War gonna break out? Militancy should be going up because I'm not guarding against it. Consciousness keeps going up. I'm not doing any of these stupid amendments. Okay, that one I actually might do. Cause for enacting Constitution amendments banning. That one I ain't doing. That other one I do want to do though, because it'll stoke more fear in the South. Whatever stokes fear down here, that's what I want. Alright, I want to build that, I want to build that. Arizona needs built up. California is still building. Washington, Oregon, the Idaho hole. Go for these, go for these, go for these. Minnesota, Wisconsin. I don't even know where that country's at. New York and New England fully done? Oh, New York is not, so where aren't we building at? This one's not building. I just ran out of money. Long Island's getting its fort. New York, New York. Syracuse. That one. Input efficiency, do market structure. Damn. For this. Okay. Make them. Center of position, because I honestly don't care. That's out in the middle of Europe. I don't even know why America would have any influence out there. That's kind of comical. Nay, because I want the poor people to get more pissy, because there's a lot more of them. Republican Party still in. Well, the influence is starting to get felt more and more, so we'll have to wait and see. Got one more fort to build, and I think New England's done. Oh yeah, bribes. Okay, so the forts around the border territories should be good. I want to go for full citizenship now. So how is Europe looking? Prussia's still unable to do anything. They need to form North German Federation soon. It's 1858. If they don't form soon, they're never going to form. I won't lie, like in my game where I'm playing Austrian that came from this save, North German Federation formed, but it got its ass kicked pretty hard. Still no new troops. Wow. Oh, is that it? Dixie and Baltimore. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that is in Maryland. Holy crap, I forgot. Maryland is a slave state. Jesus. I'll try to build those guys real quick and send them down south. I don't want any of them up north. I want all your regulars down south. I just want them to be straight infantry. War breaks out, they deal with it. Honestly, I could probably do the same thing as the freaking north. Actually, that is a good point. Theoretically, that is a way to win this if you want to play the north in this game, is focus on the south, build the south up, get it going, right? The industrial side of things probably isn't too important, but forming the northern people and having all their troops as irregulars probably would have a huge impact game-wise. Because if you have straight armies down in the south and they form up on each other, your regulars will die really fast to cannons because they're not designed to fight. Because what is the difference? Like an irregular is a 3 attack, 4 defense, compared to 6 attack, 6 defense. So defense is down 2, but its attack is where it really hurts at. Otherwise, I think they're about the same. Yeah, they're completely the same. I think it's just maybe supply. Not even supply consumption. Huh. It's weird. But as I said before, I think this episode is going on. There's the Republicans. Thank God they're in. But as I said, this episode I think has gone on plenty long enough. There's really not much else to do besides play the waiting game for Civil War. I don't know when it's going to get set off, to be honest. I mean, it could get set off next episode, it could get set off in 2 episodes, but I know in the other one I was doing, it ended up happening in 1862. So we're probably going to expect 4 years from now, we're probably going to end up dealing with it. Cautiousness is going up to 7. Militancy is actually going down, even though I have freaking administration all the way down. I'm not even spending money into it anymore. And with the Republicans in charge, my tax system got hurt pretty bad. If I increased this all the way up, we're suddenly in the red. Oh my god, I've had the Navy out this entire time. Head home. So in terms of that, as I said, it's pretty much a waiting game. You have to pretty much wait till Civil War. Then you start doing the better techs, and then you get ready to go all out. For me personally, I'm probably going to end up doing commerce, get organized factories done. By the time that gets done, it's going to be 1858. We might go for associationism just to get that reinforced and regular experience boost. That'd be nice to have. But we'll probably kill the CSA. That'll be the goal. And then I think we'll go for Haiti if nobody's defending it, because I like having it access to it. And then number 2 goal will be Panama. If we can secure off Panama, that's a good cutoff point. We can hold them right down here. Easy borderline, build defense right around here. And go after El Salvador perhaps sometime thereafter and see where we're at that point. If Mexico doesn't have anybody protecting it, I probably will go for Mexico next. If the British are protecting them, suddenly it's an interesting game because now I got to play long con. So it's probably going to be the French and then the British because it'd be easier. And usually they're usually allied with somebody, and if I had to guess, they're Prussia maybe? Nah. Netherlands, are you allied British? You're not. I could secure that colony now. But you'd probably have a better fleet than I. How's your fleet tech? Is it better than mine? It's on par with mine, actually. Army tech, we're tied on. Okay, that might be a thing. I'll have to look at it. We'll see who... Because again, I could definitely fight the British. That's the thing. I could beat them in a one-on-one fight. It's just a matter of focusing my troops in a certain spot and then cycling through killing them and then dealing with everything over here on the western side. Because to be honest, I'd probably build 100 ironclads, and I'd probably fight them like crazy for Quebec or Ontario and New Brunswick and stuff. Um, if I really got greedy, I mean, I could just stay in the game and just keep fighting them until I secure everything. That is an option. Uh, Another option is kill Denmark and take their colonies. If I get Iceland and Greenland, suddenly I'm the main keeper of the West. The Western Hemisphere is under my domain. But let's see. Besides that, all I gotta say is this. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Hope everybody was okay with this one starting a little bit later in game, but luckily I kept some save points in case things got crazy in my off-screen one. So, please do those things, guys. I'll see you guys in the next round of USA Vicky 2. See you then. Thanks.